Hello, Professor Bright here. Welcome back to Disco Elysium where, hey, didn't notice this was over here just a moment ago. What we got? I was actually going to be looking for a little store to turn in some of my plastic junk. Tear, apparently, is the proper word for it, but, yeah, what's with these boxes? Bold slogan, Humanox, covers the truck. Not a slogan, it's just the name of something. Probably? Horseback Monument. Oh. Well then. An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing towards the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods. Who is this? A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I'm Philippe III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philippe II, the opulent, father of Philippe IV, the insane." What did this king do? Besides have kids? Profligacy? Even by the standards of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philippe was known for his profligacy. In what way? Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol. Oh. His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy during the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line, and the monarchy on the Insulindian Isola. How did he manage to blow through the entire national treasury? Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands, bars of gold, ornate weaponry, armor, and various chalices. He called it the Sol Aurum. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers like some obese dragon instead of a bed like a normal person. I'd like to sleep on gold, hustler style. Huh. Yeah, that does seem... I really wouldn't. That seems uncomfortable. Yeah, there's no way that's true. But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction. The what now? You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonious weaponry. He was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy. Oh. Oh, my precious boy. What is nose candy? Cocaine. Yeah, that is exactly what that is. So he was addicted to nose candy, a bloated druggie? That's what the revolutionaries said 150 years later, right before they emptied out the royal mausoleum and dumped His Majesty's mortal remains in the Insulindian Bay. That's a lot to process. His Majesty's courtiers said it helped him connect with the higher realms. Yeah, okay, where's he buried now? Beneath the cold waters of the Insulindian Bay, as we established. Thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum. And the statue? The original was blown apart by communards. Don't know who they are. Then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships during the turn-of-the-century revolution, when Martinez was leveled. Most historians think the coalition's hasty landing may have ultimately saved the statue. If the communards had more time, they would have reduced it up to even finer pieces. Who restored this? Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revachol in the poorest part of the city. What a bunch of assholes! The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time, a rare butterfly trapped in amber floating on a sea of shit. That's funny, so funny and nihilistic. Actually, I kinda get it. People in Martinez tend to disagree, as do many prominent art critics and thought leaders with more nuanced social awareness than the young ironists. Those critics might have it wrong, though. There's more to it than just ironism, but you can't say what precisely. Perhaps this art mystery will be solved at a later time. Give me that thought back. Philippe III, the Squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death. Not that I ever did in life, either. Yeah, tell me more. Items, blue oblong pen. Neat. flashlight? Yeah. What about this thought, though? Or did I not see a thought? Thought I had. Saw something. Irrelevant at the moment. I mean, I have a skill point, don't I? I do. Well, no, I don't have one, rather. I do not. Now, what we're looking for is maybe to take something off the back of a truck. Maybe. Ooh, yes, absolutely. Now, let's take that. Slowly but surely getting back to, oh, foreign car. Kept in good condition. Yeah. Uh-oh. This isn't a good thing. Let me just, take that 60 cents off the ground. Yeah, what's this? A Stas Rojko, one of the finest... Oh, wow. Polish-made motor carriages ever. An oldie but a good Goldie. Yes. Who drives these? Not many people outside of Grod and Revacol West, too, it appears. Hey, Kim, check this out. A Stas Rojko KK2. It's a classic model. Lieutenant replies with a nod. Never thought I'd see another one repainted after what happened last time. Hold on, maybe I can impress him. Do I know what happened last time? No, only that the motor carriage is typically baby blue, the colors of Sigismund the Great, an ancient... God, I do not know how to pronounce that. Siemsk? We're gonna go with Siemsk. Ruler. His banners were famously zephyr and white, the colors of the Stas Rojko. I guess what happened last time, Kim? Blue and white are the colors of Siemsk. Someone painted it, got a Siemsk mad, and boom, murder happened. That's, well, yes, exactly it, more or less. So it was a crowd of them, tore him out of the vehicle and ran him over with his own tires. Whew, they said it was an honor killing, Hussar style. The Siemsk community protested the trial, flying the colors. He shakes his head. 5,000 came to protest. Correction, 4,395. The fourth largest public protest of a criminal trial in Revacol. Huh. Who are the Siemsk community? People were paid to protect. The lieutenant shakes his head. Let's leave it at that. I would rather not. What's the deal with that? Kim, could our hanged man have been the driver of this car? Could be another Stas Rojko murder. He gives you a crooked smile. Really should ask me to brief you on the case, but right now, I'm just going to go ahead and guess the two aren't related. What do they sentence the killers to? Phew, wow. He stares at his reflection in the car window. 4 years for murder and reunion. The perps were remorseful there. Sorry, knocked 8 years off the sentence. That's the system. 12 years for murder? That's it? The prisons in the greater Revacol Industrial Harbor are already full. Prisons are expensive to maintain. The longer the sentence, the larger the cost. I mean, I guess, but wow. Okay. Oof. Interesting. Before we proceed, I've got an opinion on this paint job. Do I? They should have left it baby blue. You sure you're not Ziemsk? He shares a smile with you, only for a second. Yes, you're sure you're not. Or if you are, it's only that Revacolian way. 4 to 5% maximum. Huh. Look here, I signed a 6-month contract. I leave, but I don't want to get beaten up. Let's, let me just... I'm gonna skirt my way around this, because I know I'm gonna need to go there eventually, but, for now, money. Here's afraid of work. Aw. Yeah, union guys. I mean, I feel for them, but... well... rather sympathize with the unions than the companies, usually. Yellow roses, dozens of them. This is not what I thought it was. Melancholic pop song playing on the radio.
Welcome to Fripp. Feel free to look around something.
Oh, this is where I think. This is where I wanted to be. Welcome to Fritte. Fritte. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves. She returns to her magazine. What's that magazine she's reading?
You mean this?
You mean this? She looks at the cover boasting a colorful photo of 2 girls kissing.
This is Pop Stars.
This is Pop Stars. It's got like famous people in it. It's not for sale.
It's not for sale.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode featured on page 34. This speaks to you. I approve of this. Very futuristic. Tap on the girls kissing. Oh my god. Yes. Forget about all that. What this is, Fashion Police feature.
It's where
they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean.
They're kind of mean.
She stops to think. It's about who's the most stylish. I guarantee you he doesn't. Who's the numero uno guy in there right now? And does he look like this? Yeah. Does he? Her lazy eyes scan up and down your body, assessing the situation.
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
We are not the fashion.
We're not the fashion police. Kim looks at you and explains, "We're the real police." Oh, I love this. Oh, Disco Elysium, you speak to me. Before we go on, what is this for today?
I don't know.
Oh no, for today? Why is it written with 3 T's?
I think they think that.
that extra T makes it funkier.
It doesn't.
She chews on her gum with disgust. It doesn't. The story goes that normal Frite with 2 T's, a men's workwear shop in Verderfort, was already taken, so when Frite Retail Inc. grew into a multinational corporation, they had to add an extra letter to avoid trademark infringement. Let's proceed. I have some questions for you.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but... Can you tell me anything about the dead body by any chance? Oh no, this is the question I need to ask. Can you tell me anything about this reality we're in? Reality? You mean what reality? Economic reality, or... She's like a student unexpectedly called upon by a teacher. Can she answer the classroom question? I meant the physical... Well, actually, yeah, tell me more about the economic reality. I think I get it, but let's find out. I don't really know anything. I'm 15? Really? Okay. 15 is an excellent time to learn about the economic reality. Yeah, she looks at the clock on the wall. That's why I'm working my ass off for today. So I guess, like, that's economic. Wow. What about the physical reality, then? I don't know, what about it? The coalition, what's that? Someone told me there is one. Our government? Or do you mean something else? Sorry, I really need to finish the article. So the coalition's the people who took over Revocol. I mean... What time is it? Uh-huh. Well, that's unfortunate. Would be nice if the clock worked, but... Okay. Where are we exactly? We're in Frite... No, I meant where are we on a larger scale? As mankind, or as a nation, or... What will her essay prompt be? I'm gonna go with as a nation. We're in, she rubs her face thinking, we're in a transition, you know, transitioning from, monarchy to democracy. All that stuff. Technically, no. We went from monarchy to communism to democracy. When ordinary people take over the government and, demand democracy? What about the one we had here in Revocol? Yeah, it happened like 50 years ago or so. Sorry, I'm not very good at this, history, I mean. Fine, I'm not gonna bother you anymore. Know anything about that dead body, though? I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so... what do you think happened? Wow, this is incredibly useful. No need to worry. The lieutenant's voice is soothing and professional. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay? Okay. She scratches her nose. I mean, I know how long it's been there. I don't know, really? Wow. 15, huh? You sure you're not, like, 10? Did you know the man who died, though? Not really? Not really? Does it mean you knew him a little? No, I didn't know him at all. Thank you. Cool. I was actually hoping to... Oh, that might be what I'm looking for. To turn in these bottles. There we are. The tear machine stands in the corner. Sign says 1 bottle equals 10 cents. Well... That's not great, but okay. Well, okay. That having been a bunch of wasted time, let's go around and just, you know, check things out. Music Mag, Glossy Mag, Most Able-Bodied Men. This issue hosts the top 10. Magnesium for morale? Is that what magnesium is for? There's the whirling in rags. You know what I didn't look into, and I kind of want to now, is I did not look into shopping at the bookstore. Or if I did, I don't recall. Hey, how's things going?
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance.
Plaisance, you say?
Welcome. And please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
Before we go on, you seem to be well off enough. Can you give me some money? I feel there won't be an opportune moment to ask later. You know what? What the heck? Let's go for it.
Sir, don't be ridiculous. I certainly will not give you money. I would be doing you a grave psychic disfavor.
Ah, one of those types.
One has to earn one's success, even if one is a police officer. Handouts are nothing but manipulation. All they do is make you dependent.
Okay. That kind of person. It would forge ties between us working people, good practice for fighting our common enemy. You misunderstand me. I'm a powerful feudal lord. I demand tribute. This is about traditions. Ah, yes. I'm gonna go with forge ties between us working people. Good practice for fighting our common enemy.
Hey there. Sounds like someone isn't taking responsibility for the energy they bring into this space.
Alliances?
Fighting? Enemy? My philosophy is everyone just getting along.
That's a dumb philosophy. So are you the owner?
I am. The proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
What if I want to buy a book? Then why are you talking to me? Everything is on the shelves to browse. Don't you feel compelled to buy anything? She fiddles with her pendant. She waves her bony fingers directly at you. See those shelves there? Go, be drawn. Yeah, what types of books? Everything's on the shelves. Take a look yourself. The shelves compel you, don't they? Your daughter's the one standing outside the store, right? Yeah, could you not be doing that? Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post, doing her job like a proper girl? Yes, of course. Wonderful. Did you talk to her? Yes. Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her? 10. She's certainly very polite and helpful. I'm not going to grade a human being. I don't do that. Come now, it's not personal. It's about proper sales practices and market research. She crosses her arms. I expect an answer. Oof. 10. She's certainly very polite and helpful. My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. She's immensely satisfied with the answer. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette. The way you're handling her strikes me as wrong. Oh, man, yeah. I feel like I shouldn't tell her she's been biting her nails because, yeah, this lady seems... I don't want to say she's an abusive parent, but she's an abusive parent. Exploiting children. Yeah, you know, not my favorite thing. Yeah. Mind your own business, sir. Her posture becomes very rigid. In our society, people don't get to tell each other how to raise their children. It's none of your or anyone's business. Yeah, that's a pretty garbage society then. Denial is the way she copes with criticism. Yeah. I'm here to dismantle the free market and abolish child labor. 100%. You must be kidding. There's nothing like that happening. Depends, how much do you pay the kid? Good sir, what does a young child do with money anyway? No, I save it for her as a fund. She's securing her financial future out there. Such criminal behavior would not happen in more developed countries. In some more developed countries, this sort of thing is 2 felonies, child labor and slavery. Those countries will realize they've raised a lazy and spoiled generation. Ooh, I do not like Plaisance right now. Her tone is decisive, not at all angry with the insinuation. Are we done with the jokes now? Yes, we've had quite enough fun here, right? Lieutenant taps his foot. Okay, let's change the subject. Girl outside mentioned that this place is cursed? Cursed? Who said that? Annette? She blinks. I'll have a word with her. This place is not cursed. It has a robustly magnetic energy. Good for commercial activity. My business is thriving, sir. What in God's name is she talking about? Yeah, I don't... Yeah, I'm with Rhetoric on this. What the hell is wrong with this lady? Farewell for now, book peddler. I don't want to tell her about the biting of the nails, because I feel like that's going to create other problems. Hey, psst. Who, me? Yes, you. Word on the street is you're starting to build... You're ready to start building communism again. Again? Yes, you're ready to start building communism again. You've built it before. They've built it before. Hasn't really worked out yet. But neither has love. Should we just stop building love, too? Yes, we should all stop building love. I feel like this is wrong. Love has worked out real well for me. I'm a love winner. Good, we need tender men like you building gargantuan communism. Where in the street is... It's going to be 10,000 times larger than any communism previously attempted by human beings. Is that right? How come there's word on the street? Keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 rial in their pocket, literally murder all human beings regardless of their political beliefs, that kind of stuff. Oh, right, yeah, I've said some mildly left-wing things, but none of those. Oh yes, the mask of ambivalence. Don't deny it. You're about to rip it off and reveal the monstrous seven-eyed lamb of global communism that will devour and masticate mankind. Everyone can see that, so tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder, or do we get right down to it? Yeah. First, what's this communism even about? Failure. It's about failure. I don't do failure. Of course you do. You are a failure. You are communism. Absolutely vanquished, beaten, curb stomped, shot on. While everyone else is out partying, having a callous life, you will reverse the fortune of the workers of the world. You alone against every living thing, against every human alive. 800 trillion rial in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class, towering city blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers, million-headed armies of nations, and the love of your own mother. You, against the atom, the charm, and the spin. Where the whole world failed, and matter failed to bend to human will failed to get out of bed and tie its laces, you alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist. I would read that book. Now get to work, comrade. I really don't. And yet... And yet... Part of me says opt in, part of me says no. Part of me says do it, part of me says don't. It's probably the more boring option. I might get another chance to do this, given the options I'm getting, but... You know what? Yeah, let's dive in. Roll up your sleeves and start building communism. Oh yeah, get the firing squads and the animal... Wait, what? Wait, what? Firing squads? You didn't say anything about those. Too late to back out now. You can't make an omelet without breaking a few million eggs. I actually can, though. Roll your sleeves up further and breathe in the pristine air. Mazovian socioeconomics. Huh. People think communism was some crazy idea that had its comeuppance 40 years ago. A fever that shook the world never to return again. They were right. Until he woke up today. A spiritual corpse responsive only to the call of Commodore Red, prostitutes, and Krasmazov. For him, communism is still a thing. He will single-handedly raise the commune of O2 from the oceanic trench, where it has been resting covered in ghosts and seaweed. He is the big communism builder. Come witness his attempt to rebuild communism in the year 51. I mean, I'm tempted. Unlockable. Oh. So wait, can I not do that? Well, I mean, I can opt in or out, I guess.
Esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime,
Yeah.
Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
God, I've told her not to do it. It's disgusting. I told you to mind your own business. Her voice is firm. Clearly you have no idea how hard it is to raise a girl in this economy. This economy is a mysterious force, like cosmic weather, mysterious and harsh. I don't think she can do anything about it, though. She can if she has enough willpower. This is what's called growing pains. Life isn't easy, life doesn't give breaks. Come on, ma'am, it's obvious she can't do anything about it. You're placing an unnecessary burden on a young child. What you're doing is wrong, even I know that, and I usually don't know anything. Actually, I like this. Yeah, actually, it's super alright for kids to chew their hands off. Forget I said anything. I think this is going to be more convincing. That is true, and obviously the will of the market, but maybe make an exception for your daughter? You stand stiff and severe, silently fuming. 10 or so seconds pass without change. She's looking for one, but there simply aren't any good arguments for being an asshole. All of a sudden, she exhales sharply, her shoulders slumped down. Oh no, she mutters. Hold on, I need to invite her inside and apologize. She must be freezing out there. There, she returns with a nod. I don't know what to say to you. My husband, he tries to teach me business lessons. I have what my mother called a dull mind. All the stress. She stops, but her mouth keeps moving. Is she an only child? Yes, I'm afraid so. A real treat she is. It would be nice if she had... She paused for a second. No, we couldn't have afforded more children, really. Not in this economy. Why not? We're quite busy people, you know, my husband and I. Quite busy. Her voice wavers a bit. Children are a lot of work. You don't look like a father, so I don't expect you to understand. She catches herself at an impoliteness. I'm sorry, I'm sure you do understand. Is this husband Annette's father? Yes, my husband is a successful entrepreneur east of the river. If only he were more involved in the business we're running up here, she says gloomily. No matter, soon we'll be off for Grand Couronne. Wait, I'm sorry, what's that? It's a proper place to live, one of the most peaceful neighborhoods east of Jamrock. You may know it for its massive housing projects. Most of the buildings are empty at the moment. Her smile is wide. It's a great opportunity to get ahead of the crowds. Fair times ahead, for sure. Yeah, that's usually how housing projects are. Good opportunities for raising children. Yes. Ew. Oh dear. And your husband's also involved with the bookstore? He made the initial investment. Since then, he's been what you might call a silent partner. Super silent. Almost inaudibly so. Told me she doesn't go to school anymore. Placent nods. She's been too busy helping me here, so she sat at home this trimester. This is a temporary solution, of course. I assure you, I, of all people, understand the importance of education. She'll be back in school the moment the store takes off. And hell freezes over? Never mind, it's not a good topic to get into. Yeah. Oh dear. Farewell for now, book peddler. I wish you all the best. And now this one, though. Thought complete. Lonesome long way home. Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market. Past the Boogie Street, spearhead to the other side of the lake, the frozen eye at the center of the district. Then past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of a street lined with pine trees, a small house no larger than a matchbox. 11 Voyager Road. You no longer live there. Those times are gone, and so are those people. Why did you come here? Why are you still here? And where's the dealer? You have to get back to work. That's all you have now. Learning cap for perception raised to 5. Speed gives 1 sigh. I don't know what that means, but oof. As in if I had taken speed? Okay, I don't think I would want... It says unlockable, so I'm assuming these are locked for now? And I can't, like, research this as far as I can tell. Unless I'm just forgetting the controls again, which, possible. But anyway, yeah, how you doing, kiddo? You doing any better?
I'm sorry, sir. I can't talk right now. I'm very busy with my homework. I have so much homework now.
You just can't win. Out of the rain and into the gutter. What about now? Math. She looks into her notebook with trepidation. It's really difficult, like, really. They say you need it to get rich. Rather than staying outside in the cold, I guess. Suddenly she smiles and perks up, remembering something. Oh, I found something while you were away. What is it? Dick Mullen's hat. I thought this would fit you. She gives you a hat. It was exactly like the one Dick Mullen wears on the covers. Like a thanks for helping out. Not me, the city, I mean. Like a detective does. Wait, where did you get it? Just what Dick Mullen would ask. She lowers her voice. I got it from behind the curtains. It's not really supposed to go there. A detectiving hat? Yep, just like the one Dick Mullen wears all the time. She grins. You look way more serious with that. Suddenly she looks back at the infernal scribblings under her nose. Right, I have to get back to my homework now before Mom notices. This is hard. You know what? Math may be difficult, but it's great, and oh! Yes! If anything, this wide-rimmed hat looks even better than the hat Dick Mullen wears. Dick Mullen's stupid and not even real. You're real. Your brain is real. Your real brain is inside the hat. Hell yeah! Stylish as hell. Let's see about buying a book. How much do books cost? Just curious is all. The book collects the national recipes of Arda. They're all about lake trout. Oh, saving. Thank you. The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular sword-wielding barbarian on the front. Near all the titles contain the word Helmdall. Helmdall, somewhere. Storekeep, tell me about the Muscle Man books. Oh, Man from Helmdall. A very popular series of adventure novels. She looks at the book with some disdain. They're awfully immoral and violent books. Why are they so popular? Because they're... because they're immoral and bloody. And violent. Yes. Blood and violence. Scantily clad women. Epic narratives. All those mystical things he encounters. They're bound to grab those with little imagination and nothing to do. Sounds good. Which one should I start with? What does it matter? They're all the same. She rolls her eyes, then fills with her pendant. However, the customer is always right, they say. If you're a novice of the series, I'd recommend Helmdallerman, the Man from Helmdall. It's supposed to be a good introduction to the series. Unfortunately, I don't have that much money. Well, rows and rows of Helmdallerman blur your vision. You make out some titles, Man from Helmdall and the Mammoth Riders, Man from Helmdall, Return to Helmdall, and the solipsistic, Man from Helmdall and the Helmdall Man. Good God, how many are there? Maybe 100? Man from Helmdall and the Sages at the End of the World, Man from Helmdall and the False God, Man from Helmdall and the Scorched Earth, Man from Helmdall, the Helmdall Colonies, Man from Helmdall and the Swamp Beast, Man from Helmdall and the Snow Crabs. Is that all? Not even close! Man from Helmdall in Hell, Man from Helmdall and the Forest of Slaves, Man from Helmdall Under the Lake, Man from Helmdall, Helmdall Burning. There's even The Trial of Death, a pastoral combat game book set in the world of Helmdallerman, and so much more. Do any of these books call out to me? Oh, a twinge at the back of your head makes you flinch. Your eyes start twitching. Ugh, what is it? Your hand reaches towards a book with glossy cover art of the very muscular Man from Helmdall, in chains, kneeling in front of a staircase leading to a throne. A woman sits on the throne, leering at the man. She's laughing at him, belittling him. Between the throne and the Helmdallerman lies a bonfire, casting shadows in the wall. The shadows of the woman's headdress look like a pair of devil horns. The title reads Man from Helmdall and the Devil Woman. Aren't all women devil women? It depends on your definition thereof. Interesting. Curious. I do want to buy that book, but I don't have any money. And apparently that's how much the trashy books cost, so... maybe if I solve this. You see a tattered curtain. A set of tattered curtains, rather, blocking the way to another room. A strange, cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
That's interesting. Examine the strange, cage-like trinket. You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron, assembled from bones, sticks, and straws. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you. From the looks of this, it's a traditional Semini sword, meant to provide protection against ill luck, bad dreams, curses, and other supernatural scourges. And who are these Seminis? Inhabitants of Ile des Fantômes, the Seminine Islands down south. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there's nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you. Shopkeeper, what's behind these curtains? Nothing. Now please go back to browsing books. She fiddles with her pendant. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about. She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you, urging you to buy more books. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become. Pull open the curtains. Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more, "Sir, don't touch that! I told you it's off limits to customers!" Her hand has closed around her pendant, her fingers nervously playing with the talisman. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous. Oh? She looks away, mumbling, why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people? Ma'am, this is different. I'm a police officer. I need to get in there. Yes, this is about the curse? That's why you're afraid? No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains. She's almost begging you. Ma'am, this is different. I'm a police officer. I need to get in there. Why? It's not like anyone is killed there. Was killed there. but I suspect someone has killed there, haven't they? She stops abruptly as her hand flies over her mouth, baffled by her own bluntness. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers. But I sense this place calling for me. I must investigate beyond the threshold. You do? She grabs her pendant again, visibly shaken. My god, even more reason to not mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir. I don't care, you can't stop me, I'll open them. No! She raises her hand to try and stop you. Please, just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you decide to do anything extreme. Talking is always good. Go and see what she has to say. There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you. Don't like being taunted. Ignore the curtains for now. For now. You better have a really good reason for me to not be taking down those curtains.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Why are you so uptight about those curtains? I just want to know what's on the other side. Already told you, it's just a storage room for employees. I don't understand why it's so important to you. Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the books. She recites it like it's a poem or like she's playing a role she's grown tired of. Why are you still talking about books? You trying to put a spell on me? Or rather, if it's just a storage room, then why does it have a Semini sword protecting it? It's just for decoration. Excuse me. Oh god. Dying because of the curse from the cursed objects. It's just for decoration. She wavers under your gaze, mouth pressed into a tight-lipped smile, then something breaks. Okay, fine. It's because this place is cursed, just like Annette said. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything? She closes her eyes and starts mumbling something into her pendant. Why didn't you just tell me right away that's a curse? It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism, she shivers. It's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them. Wow, void wraiths, you have new words. How does this curse manifest itself? A shiver runs through the woman as she looks around in the dimly lit store. The curse, it's so much worse than you can imagine. It's a disease eating at the very foundation. It's a curse of financial distress, of ruin, and bankruptcy. She peers at the curtains again. Didn't that curtain just move? Okay, I'm a little confused. What's that mean? Everyone knows that all the previous companies in this building have sooner or later declared bankruptcy, and their malicious spirits are still here, feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie, lingering presence as if I was unwanted here. Have you sought help from anyone? Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists and even a pair of Semini's mediators. They provided me with the wards. She nods at the strange, cage-like trinket on the curtains. The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building, even though now I fear it's not enough. Is your pendant part of the wards as well? Oh, this? She holds the pendant in her palm. Its ochre heart glistens under the lights. No, it's a special Himalayan amulet, blessed by the desert pygmy shamans with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books. There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the book anointed with a different inducement spell. For example, she nods, it's guaranteed to boost sales 15%. Desert pygmy shamans? That sounds like a rather questionable way to describe a group of people. Yeah. Would you like me to take the case? I can investigate, see if the curse is real. Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away, leave the spirits be, so they can return to their slumber. My liege, you know what this calls for? A para-detective. Oh. Hell yes. Convince her to let you investigate the doomed commercial area. Slip up to her, you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like. Wait, what if I don't want to lie? Ma'am, I came here to help. I've handled Well, yeah, what if I don't want to lie? You're not lying, you're giving her peace of mind. The means are thus justified. Ma'am, I came here to help. I've handled paranatural situations before. Are you sure? She looks skeptical. Don't think I've seen charlatans before. Don't think I haven't, rather. I sense the psychic emanations from afar. The sleeper beyond calls out. Yes. She shudders. I'm not sure I can trust your claims. Honestly, you look like a bit of a drinker. Well, I'm sorry for being so blunt, but yes, that's accurate. Lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook. Go ahead then, rock her world, he thinks. I'll compose some notes. Oh. Wow, do I feel awful for this. I admit I've had my share of drinks, but only because the spectral realm is parapsychologically taxing. How do you know all this? Here we go. Yes, your wards brought me here in the first place. The Seminese blood also runs through me. You're part Seminese? Oh, it means our meeting couldn't have been mere chance, and fate guides us. Oh, wow, this lady. But I'm not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You're certain you can help us keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us. Just ask my partner, Kim. He'll vouch for me. The lieutenant has not been listening closely enough. Oh, he mumbles in minor confusion. Put him on the spot. Certainly so, ma'am. I can assure you my partner is eminent in this particular field. Yes. Thanks for backing me up, Kim. She shuffles nervously. If you promise, good officer, then... She pauses. You might be our last hope. Do you swear it? A hound on your heart. On my honor. Thank you, sir. A timid sigh of relief, followed by a cautious smile. There's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The entity. Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire. Of course, the entity. Close your eyes, for I have sensed its presence. You have, she gasps. The entity takes the form of a woman, a witch probably. I suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Do you know she lives inside the Inside the chimney, you say? Yes, chimneys. The passage between heaven and hell. Of course. Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace and it's enormous. She's barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing in there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. She shivers. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. What's the source of the curse? Here's the key to the warded door behind the curtains. Take it. Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked around. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. What you discover in there. Unbelievable darkness and ruin. What you discover? Probably just some office space. Don't be scared. I've had a few more questions about the curse. Except I don't, actually. That's all. Farewell for now, book peddler. You know what? Actually, I probably should switch this out for a flashlight. Yes. Pull those curtains open. You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little Seminese wards. Your shadow looming over like an omen. Small, terrified escapes from Placence, as she tries her best to look away, her round face buried in her hands. Oh, Placence. You naive, gullible lady. Oh, hey. I like that picture. Ghostly silhouettes of hair dryers. A vaguely androgynous portrait of a man. Yeah, sure, that's a man. Warded door. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked. Only an echo. No one's there. Lock the door with the key. After exerting some force, you manage to turn the key. It's eerily silent. The door slides slightly open, letting a draft of cold air into the room. Yeah, I'm not going to put Kim in front of this. Actually, yeah, how does... Kim, maybe you should go first. Detective, you're the one in charge. Lieutenant motions towards the door. Ahem. Well. Huh? You want to talk?
What is this place?
It's an adventure. No, it's a gym. He disagrees. It looks like no one's been here in ages. Doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us. An eerie feeling rises in your chest. What if there's a reason why no one's been here for ages? Yes, because it's closed. No need to look for supernatural explanations where a banal one will do. Now let's move on, shall we? Kim. No imagination in this man. None at all. Nope. I have a shot put ball. Sidious Fortis, the rest is worn off. Can I lift this? A barbell lies on the floor, the color has worn off its weight plates. Physical instrument. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them. There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard. Why does it feel so familiar? Look, Kim, it's a trap. There are no collars on the barbell. You're right, the weights might fall off. Better not to touch it then. What kind of bastard would just remove the collars? Should be a felony. It would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still operating, but it isn't. No one's supposed to come here anymore. Is this familiar because I'm a weightlifter? No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against the mat, and a whistle. Then the feeling is gone. Just a memory, but a memory of what? When you were young and fit. Fair, I'm not gonna try lifting that. That more likely would injure me. No, look at those. Worn out wall bars, they look unsafe. Yeah, fair. Always blocked by old window panes and debris. Probably should come in here and try to, sell some of this junk. Probably wouldn't be the worst of ideas. Wild animals stare at you in the dark, stuffed and mounted. Large demijohn full of strange liquid. Okay, could you stop with that music, though? Airship rotors covered in spider webs. They remind you of blades. Ooh, mannequins. Lots of terrifying mannequins. Naked mannequin torso. Strange yellow color. Ooh, cash. Yes. Totally worth it. Blue velvet, soft to the touch. Moth bitten. Even more cash. Awesome. This is becoming profitable. Yep. What do we got here? Skis with slipstream printed on the laminated top layer. Steel rotor blades bearing a slipstream logo. Production schedule filament memory. Filament memory? What is that? Looks like someone tried to reconceptualize their business here. I don't get it. Look, the skis and rotor blades both bear the name Slipstream logo. Seems like they started out making one, failed to turn a profit, and then pivoted to producing another. The question is, which do they start with and which do they pivot to? That's a good question. Strange leap of imagination, and yet they still failed. How sad. Reality is ruthless. As you say. But yeah, how do you go from skis to rotor blades, or vice versa? Is a curious thing, but also this cube-like crisscross of filaments feels oddly fragile in your hand. Its intricate structure, covered in dust, silver tape on the side reads, production schedule, note, this filament contains information that can be read using a radio computer? What kind of tech do we have here? Like, I just, oh man. Project Dread board. Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing is faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board. Inspect the drawings. These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of Welkins. Make out autumnal candle Welkins, casting wax-based magic, translucent Welkins with organs shining under the skin, and even ether Welkins, hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. Who are all these creatures? Fantasies of a tortured, feverish mind? You should opt one of those Welkins as your persona. No longer a mere man, but a Welkin. One of the Welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however. Examine. This is important. It's a Varahamira, a high Welkin. Its face is white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a Welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-Welkin races will be purged. The Holder, the Driorg, the humans, and even the Headless Men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with Welkin, Green Welkin, Dread Welkin, and the High Welkin to rule them all. Lieutenant can't help but comment. An inordinate amount of time has been gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures. Whisper, one of them's a Welkin supremacist. Political commentary. This one has a great beard, too. Kim nods at the Welkin's facial hair. Why would anyone spend so much time on this? Why indeed, game developers? Some people really like building a world, I think, even if it's just for a game. Oh. Who are these creatures? Who drew them? Are they real? I have so many questions. This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real. Well, this has been educational. Let's move on from the Welkins. What about these photos? The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees groaning under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried-up riverbeds abandoned in a storm, animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers by boreal Dweorg. Yurts under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden. Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine, a much-needed respite from our own world. A pinned postcard reads, The Heat Death Scenario. A desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe. This seems like a cool setting, actually. Inspect the schedule. It's a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minime, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, a grand scheme of production and money. Minime stands for mini-meeting. It's part of a bigger framework for managing work called RUN. Station 41 tried to implement it a few years ago, but failed. Keep reading, what happened? As time goes on, the number in the box grows rarer and rarer. The war becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region. The lieutenant looks at the frigid ice field of nothingness and concludes it looks like they didn't make it. Shame. A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, See the production schedule filament for details. Inspect the notes. Handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: Call in, Tune out, We're all untethered, and Heat Death of the Universe. Kind of neat stuff, actually. I could go for that. This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer. A radio computer, says the lieutenant, watching you circle around the machine. Just sitting here without anyone in sight. You sound surprised and a bit cautious. This is the REM Civic radio computer, model RC5120, equipped with a field mainframe and a REM-compatible printer. Think I should turn it on? We have one of these down at the station, but I never really learned how to use it. Turn it on. The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber. Those are some disturbing noises. Oh, could you not do that one? The one that sounds like whales or something. Not a fan. The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing virescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open. Look inside the compartment. It's empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left tangling, disconnected. The filament would have fit perfectly inside the compartment. Insert the production schedule. Like a smooth drawer, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking. Press play. A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static steeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. Have you stirred the ghost of the doomed commercial area from its rest? Could this be its dismembered heart beginning to flutter? The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air. Good afternoon, Fortress Accident on Rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat, is this the production schedule? What? Why did you call me Fortress Accident? Fortress Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you're currently using has been registered to. Do you have any other information about this company? One moment, you hear her flip through her catalog before she reads out with studious care. Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says. Not bad. Wow, so conceptual. She hums. And what's that, this interactive call-on radio play? The static drowns her response. Any other questions? You hear her ask when the connection finally improves. What's the production schedule? The filament you have inserted into the reader. Ah, right. Thanks for the explanation. That was a question. Have you inserted it into the core? Yes? Good, please repeat the password. Password, of course it would have a password, that's why there's a human administrator involved. I'm really bad at passwords. Can you give me a hint? No. The hint system is not part of the protocol for repeater stations. This is the police, please open this thing? I don't know the password, actually. Received, I will register this login attempt. Don't worry, passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later. Are you a machine or are you alive? Yes, I'm alive. I'm 74 years old. And my name is Yvonne. Okay. The lieutenant whispers into your ear. She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid. Ha! Yvonne, my partner tells me that you are here because radio computer guys are all paranoid. They're merely cautious, says the old lady. It's my job to protect their filaments as a password repeater at the East Insulindian station. Okay, but where are you? How do you know where I am? I work as a repeater at the East Insulindian repeater station. It's my job to know where you are, Fortress Accident. As for me, well, some static then. I'm sitting in a cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios. Now please tell me if there's anything else I can do, Fortress Accident. That's all for now. Until I find the password. Press print? Nothing happens. Hum. Developers of the most advanced RPG in the universe. Ah, what could have been. Frequency fireplace. This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker. The mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. Looks ghostly and strangely ancient. The whole thing resembles Kidron mosaic tiles, very Pisantic. Hold on, how do I know what Kidron mosaic tiles are supposed to look like? History class. Students with their textbooks open, studying the roots of our civilization. Those aquarelle blue tiles looked beautiful in the sun. What am I looking at? Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, 123.7, 123.9, some written notes too, sparse and cryptic. Radio frequencies for what? Unclear, it looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced. Must be an I don't know what this could be. I mean, if it's a radio RPG, though. Of course, the anatomy of the curse. Perhaps this web is comprised of radio stations, all the way back to one red heart titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says this one can listen in on any station it wants. It must have had massive air width. These things don't come cheap. Wait, who's the Game Master? Someone very important. The leader of a massive on-air game built by these people. A conductor for the hundreds of story threads that pass through the Game Master's frequency. If it's a game, then who's playing? Whoever decides to call into a call-in station, looks like. No way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off. My god, the lieutenant leans closer, his finger tracking the maddening rhizome. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became. Cost of air width alone must have been huge. Exactly. He nods to the calendar on the chalkboard, wiping his marker-stained fingers clean against his jacket. The schedule, I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding. What else? Nothing, it's just lines on marble. An echo from times long ago. No one's used the fireplace in ages. Huh.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
It's just a failed business. The only question is, what the hell were they making? Yes, that is the question. Like he's ready to lay out a fine theory crafted together like a puzzle box. It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games, only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers. Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment. How are they planning to do that? Through call-in stations, he nods at the fireplace. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there's the Game Master frequency. That line listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts. Reporting so many people would take a whole switchboard of people, possibly divided into sub-frequencies. Anyone ever done this before? Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Grad, Messina, Koningston, places with industry. Not in Revercall West among the ruins. I don't think anyone has attempted to create an intersolary game before. We just don't have the technology. Hey, you don't have computers is the weird thing, like proper computers. It seems. Maybe? I'm not clear. Like, I don't think I've seen anyone use a calculator. And this was a role-playing game? Indeed, those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Points to the chalkboard. Role-playing, people love that stuff. Well, it looks like a modified version of the We're All board game, with heat death thrown in. Super cool. Someone should give them millions of real immediately. This game is too good to be left unfinished. Really? Yeah. I mean, I agree with that, but also... No idea they stopped filling on the schedule in the chalkboard. Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but... They're insane if they thought they could do this. Yes, especially in here. Kim looks around in the derelict room. The pipes howl and a rat crosses the floor in front of your feet. Okay, he concludes, let's keep moving. But, what else is here? I wonder. Well, that's a thing. I'll take that. What is this? Ice bear fridge. You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost and the bear's eyes are glowing red. Bear looks oddly realistic. Is it taxidermy? What is this thing? Looks like a giant ice bear. The lieutenant doesn't answer. His eyes are glued to the animal. A sharp slice of light shines out from its mysterious belly door. Crack open that door. A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun. Relax, Kim, it's a fridge. Of course, just a giant ice bear-shaped fridge. He relaxes his hand, his face bathed in the harsh light in the open fridge door. Let's take a look inside. Shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name Revocol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge. Take the note from the door. You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets, keeping it on the door. Examine one of the ice cream wrappers. A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. Looks nothing like the fridge. Yeah, the fridge looks a lot more imposing. What's a giant bear-shaped fridge doing in an abandoned cellar in the first place? Good question. Looks like an ice cream fridge. The lieutenant reaches for one of the wrappers. Studs in the light. So they tried to sell ice cream from this hyper-carnivore. I know, says the lieutenant. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What's even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day. The lieutenant points at the red snaky cable running from the fridge. Oh. The fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic. Ah. I thought it would be something like this. An ice maker, defrosted and unplugged. So how would I go about unplugging it? Looks like it's gotta be somewhere back there. Wall collapsed, it's inaccessible now. A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony. Kim, what is this thing? Is it a furnace? Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. Connected to the chimney, he opens the door and gingerly peeks inside. No one's used it in ages, no sign of any recent fire, only dead rats. Look inside. It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear the chatter. It's coming from above, a voice, or several voices, talking to each other near the smoke chamber upstairs. What are you doing? The lieutenant asks when he sees you climb halfway inside the furnace. I hear the murderer of the hanged man talking. Not sure, Kim, but I think I can hear someone talking upstairs. Wait, really? He looks up at the ceiling. We should investigate, see if someone's upstairs. Yell hello into the furnace? This is not the best of plans. You muster all your strength and yell. Your dehydrated, hungover throat can produce little more than a dry croak. A lifetime of smoking and drinking will do that to you. Thank you, Volition. The chatter from the chimney continued on as before. seem to have made no impression on whatever's up there. Then again, maybe it's worth actually trying something up there. Fair. Maybe you should let your voice rest, officer. Try again later. Yeah, maybe if I could have some, like, water. Just, you know, something to wet the whistle, as it were. Flashlight casts a strange shadow. There's a hidden doorway here. Ooh. Tell me more. What have I found? Exactly. 2 rusty rifles are hidden above the piping. They look inoperable. Oh. A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in. Look, there's a hole in the wall. Shine light on the hidden compartment. There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look? Okay, I do. Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spider webs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away. Inspect the rifles. Most of them are rusty and inoperable like the rest, but one catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock in better cosmetic order than the others. This one looks nice. Antique Belle McGrave rifle. An old Belle McGrave from the Revolution, Lieutenant notes with approval. His eyes are gleaming. Seems no longer to be functional, but still. Beautiful thing in its own way. What does this mean, a rifle here? It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. An interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come useful in the future. He likes this find. Where are we? Looks around in the secret room. Seems like an old bunker from the Revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Points up at the rifles under the ceiling. Must be an old weapons cache. Huh. Someone stuck some busted guns beneath the ceiling. Interesting. I have that, though, right now? A 4-shot bolt-action military rifle with a wooden frame. Wait, I have something I can interact with? Oh, hello. Handwritten note found from the giant ice bear fridge. Still bears some marks from the fruit-shaped kitchen magnets that were used to secure it on the refrigerator door. Note from the fridge. The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. Kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface. Does it say anything interesting? The lieutenant leans closer to read the crumpled note over your shoulder. This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active. Someone scribbled S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe. You find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home ASAP, it's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care as soon as law. Remind me again, what's a filament memory? Who's the illiterate ginger kid? Is that... Really? The lieutenant looks at you, the corner of his mouth curved into a smug grin. You don't have a single guess. I mean, Kuno. Oh, I'm sure that children would love to get his hand on a filament memory. If he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for speed based on our encounter. I mean, yeah. Any idea what the frozen ice cream maker would be? I don't know, I assume it's somewhere close to the ice. I mean, it's right there, isn't it? Wonder who wrote the note. Looks like someone from that radio game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised they just left their property lying there. Maybe they had to leave in a hurry. Plausible hypothesis. Remind me again, what's a filament memory? It belongs inside a radio computer, storing its memory. It's like a tape. Isn't disco tapes, right? It's like one of your disco tapes, only for a computer. But have none of these people thought of how to... I don't know. Their tech is weird. Very, very weird. Still don't have a grip on what is and is not possible here. Frozen ice cream maker, that's still running. Money, and also apparently something for health. Nosifed? Try to crack open the lid, I think. You slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is too cold for you to get a good grip. A pry bar would come handy here. No, gonna need something else, some kind of super pry bar. Don't even try to open it with a regular pry bar, you're just wasting your time. If you want to try again, you need to have the pry bar in your hand, detective. Yeah, I'll get right on that. Let me in. Ooh. Pry bar not strong enough. Okay. So that ain't gonna work. Two cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby. Well, yeah, unplug the giant red cable. The electric sizzle of the room is slightly quieter now. Turn the ice cream crank? What will that do? Actually, you know what? I want to save now. Because I have questions. Turn the ice cream crank. Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your childhood dreams. In the distance, you hear water dripping. It's all gone now. You never became a poet or a non-treponaut. Entreponaut, rather. Huh. Oh, hey! Insane mesh tank top. For extra drama. Oh, my. I think I'll go with this one, though. Intercom wires run through the breaker box. Huh. If one were to unplug the black cable... I don't know why I unplugged it. I do things without any reason. Lieutenant raises his brows but doesn't say anything. The electric distribution board now has one cable missing. Try to crack it open? Okay. That minus 20 makes me think that's basically impossible, but... I say. I need like a really good pry bar, you say. Oh. I mean, we could go through all that, but... real quick. I mean, there's no reason not to try, right? With just the standard issue pry bar, I mean, there's... why wouldn't we? It might work, it might not work, but... Machine unplugged gives me +2. The ice squeak beneath... the ice squeaks beneath the pry bar. You think you've got the bar jammed in pretty well, but the lid simply won't budge. What is this? You see the pry bar's metal handle bending right before your very eyes. That's a good pry bar. I'm not criticizing it, but this ice cream maker is frozen shut. It takes an advanced tool to get it open. Advanced? Where do we get one? I have no idea, officer. This ice cream maker isn't important enough to requisition a special tool. Sooner or later, you will stumble upon a tool mighty enough. Then we will know what's in this mysterious ice cream maker. And I wonder if I might have been right in thinking that this was a secret project from some kind of counterintelligence agency. Huh. Intriguing. But I think we found out why businesses were failing. Also, how did we get down from where we... how did we get where we are now? I am confused. Very confused. But we can go over to that horrible, horrible lady and tell her that we probably have solved her problems. Can't put more points in skill. Drugs raise learning caps, but they're bad for you. Quote unquote. Yeah. Put that there, right over there, and get this out. So...
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. What's in there? In that dark sarcophagus?
The dark sarcophagus. Yes, how was it? Tell her how ghastly it was. You know, it's what she wants to hear. It was a charnel house of failed business enterprises leeching life energy from this bookstore. I knew it. A tremor runs through her. Oh, such horrors that have been thrust upon us. She shakes her head. But what else did you find? Did anything survive? No, of course not. Have you located the entity? You don't have anything of substance to tell her about until you found that entity of hers. That's all I can say for now, book peddler. Yeah, I didn't really find a way to go up. But I've more than used up my time for today, so we will have to leave it there for now. Might do one more exploration run, but then I think it's time we actually progress with the main case. A little bit. For now. But either way, for now, thank you for your time. Note the like, comment, and subscribe buttons below. Use them responsibly, and I will see you all soon. Bye!